welcome, and
Hello.
thank you for coming tonight. If everyone could introduce yourselves, and whenever you're ready, you may begin with your presentation. I have you down for 10 minutes.
My name is Margot Carnahan, and I'm a parent at Parkside High School. My two boys attend. This is Liam, he's in grade 9, and my other son Riley is in grade 10. So I brought them along to share some of our thoughts on which site would be the preferable site in Dundas if we're just going to close one school and merge all the students from the two Dundas high schools into one school. I agree with the West Arc proposal, actually, that the two very old existing high schools in Dundas should be closed and replaced by an up-to-date one. If the Board of Trustees disagrees with this proposal and chooses to close one of the two Dundas high schools, so either Parkside or Highland, and merge the students at the remaining school, then I wish to share my opinions about how it can be done. Some of our presentation will reiterate what you've just heard in the previous ones, but we'll go ahead with it. I understand that there will be funding for upgrades to accommodate all the students at one of the existing sites. With a proposed population of over 1,000 students, a second gym would be required and some additional classrooms, which would include shops and science labs and perhaps other requests. Some of those were touched on in Tim Leslie's previous presentation and in Diana Kennel's as well. I strongly believe that the Parkside Secondary School is the preferable site of the two high schools in Dundas. And the following are some of the reasons that I believe that. So Riley, I'll turn to you.
Hello, I'm Riley Carnahan. Parkside Secondary School is located adjacent to the large and beautiful Dundas Driving Park. Not only is the scenery beautiful, but the amenities are plentiful and used extensively by Parkside population. These include several baseball diamonds, a basketball area, a field for football, a soccer and football court, a beach volleyball court, the tennis courts of Dundas Tennis Club, which have just been upgraded, lawn bowling, a splash pad in the warm weather, and an ice rink in the winter. There are also covered picnic pavilions and open green spaces for everyone to enjoy. Another great advantage of the park, which is being enjoyed by the Parkside students, is the paved loop, which allows buses and cars to conveniently and safely drop off and pick up students. These sports and recreational features of the park are worth several $1 million, but are readily available to the Parkside population at no cost to the Ministry of Education. Providing even a few of these features for the school would cost several $100,000.
Another huge advantage of the Parkside High School location is its close proximity to downtown Dundas. Students often take the 5-minute walk to King Street on their breaks and after school to frequent the shops and restaurants. It would be a large loss to the local BIA if students were relocated. There are many student co-op opportunities and after-school job prospects in downtown Dundas, again within 5 to 10 minutes of walking. Also, students can frequent the library and Dundas Valley School of Art, get their haircut, and even do their banking, all within a 5-minute walk from the school.
My children sometimes attend their routine orthodontic appointments on their lunch break, and they walk to their eye and dental appointments after school on their own. It's so close. We're integrated right in the community with this location of our school.
Not only is the Parkside site more pedestrian friendly, but it is more accessible for buses and cars. Alternatively, if the high school secondary site is to be considered, Highland Secondary Site is to be considered, the increased traffic on the already congested Governor's Road will require solutions which may be complicated and involve many parties.
From a monetary standpoint, if the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board were to sell one of the two secondary school properties, the Parkside site, which is worth less as far as selling due to its smaller size, it would also be less desirable, I believe, to investors because of many potential environmental considerations for developing such a property. So it might also be a little more difficult to sell. Parkside Secondary housed close to 1,000 students over 10 years ago. So merging the two Dundas secondary schools at this site with a similar population in 2014 which is according to the enrollment utilization numbers proposed, the proposed option on the board website. That does not seem illogical. In closing, I'm asking the board, staff, and trustees to look very carefully at the location of Parkside Secondary within Dundas. Consider the huge advantages afforded by the Dundas Driving Park, the ideal co-op opportunities within a 5-minute walk to downtown, the bus accessibility, and the apparent financial gains of retaining this site over the Highland site. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have questions for clarification? I'm looking for a motion. Trustee Terpstra, receive.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Seconded by Trustee Brennan. Thank you. All those in favor? It's unanimous with Trustee Orban out of the room. I'd like to thank all three of you for coming. Well done. Good job.
Thank you for allowing us to present.
Thank you so much.